up, YouTubers? I'm Louis Shea, back with a brand new video for you here. Thank you so very much for coming back to part 3 of my Dudley Boy collection of the Tag Team Championships. If you have come here and you have checked out parts 1 and 2, then fantastic. If not, go back and check them out and give me your thoughts and feedback on that. The part 1 was of the Attitude Era Tag Team Championship and the Mid-90s Tag Team Championship. Both very similar belts, but both very different. And then we got into part 2, which was the Ruthless Aggression Era Tag Team Championships, which was for Raw and SmackDown respectively. So please go and check them out. Otherwise, stick around for this lovely collection that I have of the, essentially from 2010 to till about last year, after WrestleMania 40 actually. So yeah, these designs that I'm going to be reviewing have been around for quite a while, and during 2010, they finally decided that after unifying the Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania 25, that the superstars were getting hassled at airports and for carry-on luggage, having to haul around both belts. And then in 2010 they decided to just have two belts instead of having 4 representing the Tag Team Championships, because the brand extension was done now. For a while they didn't really require both belts anymore, and let's be honest, round about that time the WWE really didn't give a heck about the Tag Team Championships or the tag teams. Some would say they still don't give a two hoots even to this day, because even to this day I've not really seen the Tag Team Championships promoted on premium live events as much as what they used to be. But never mind, that's totally another video for another channel another time. So the Hart Dynasty, Henry Smith and Tyson Kidd were the first wrestlers to receive this first championship that I'm going to pop up for you guys. It is the Copper, the Roman Gladiator Copper Tag Team Championship. Now, at first, when this first came on television, I was not a huge fan of. I have to say, it was only when it came off TV that I became more of a fan of it. So if I pop up to the camera, you'll see is the scratch WWE logo ones, not the network logo. And I don't ever see me getting the network logo, because I feel if I've got this, I only need one version of it. But yeah, this is some belt. Being copper, it definitely stuck out like a sore thumb. Not many people liked this, and in fact there is another version of that, of this going around the internet, where when they were still in the nameplate era, there was 2 nameplates below the Gladiator helmets, which I think would have been really cool to have. Yes, there would have been a lot going on the main plate, but at the same time it would have been kind of cool. It would have been kind of cool to see. But these are copper, basic black. They are really nice. Basic black strap, and even the belt creator, for name purposes I won't drop, but I'm sure you guys know who the belt creator was, and well, for personal reasons I'm not going to drop his name. And he actually turned around and said to Stephanie McMahon, who was in creative at the time, can we not make this silver or gold, just so it pop out a little bit more, because he felt that copper didn't really go with if they're the World Tag Team Champions. And Stephanie McMahon disagreed and just ran with it, which is kind of a shame. But going forward, we realised that we found out, sorry, that Silver spoke a little bit louder because up until 2016 they decided that they were going to do a brand extension again, where they would split both wrestlers on Raw and SmackDown, and the tag team championships would be split up again. Now, firstly, these were still around for a little bit while longer, but on Raw, but on SmackDown came these, the silver blue straps, or the silver penny blue straps. Now, when you look at them, they're more or less the exact same belt, obviously just with the network logo. Now, these disappeared round about Christmas time, where Mick Foley introduced to the bar these little upgrades. Well, this little upgrade, which was the red silver penny. Now, they are exactly the same plates, just upgraded silver, but obviously for Raw and SmackDown purposes, they have these straps. Now, I will only put one up against the camera because they are both quite awkward. So, as you can see, they are very, very similar to the Scratch logo, the copper belt, with only the logo getting changed from Scratch to Network, to the Network logo, but they do pop out a little bit more than what the copper did. They are really, really nice though. They really, really speak a little bit more than the copper did, and as far as I know, these are still the most popular versions of the Tag Team Championships from that era. Obviously, obviously the Ruthless Aggression Tag Team Championships, as I said in the previous video, still go down as one of the most famous designs of championship tag team championships ever. And now this is we're not just going to look at these, the three belts I've just shown. I'm also going to show a fourth one, because the most famous tag team to hold this design of the belts is actually the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. And a couple of years ago, the WWE decided, because after WrestleMania 38, they decided to give Jimmy and Jay both sets of tag team championships, because essentially the brand extension was done again for a while. And not long after that, a certain gold belt decided to show up on WWE Shop, and what we got was an Uso, let me just get this right, an Uso 622 days signature championship. Now, it is done in Bloodline colours on the strap, and the plates themselves got upgraded to gold. Now, this is kind of strange, and kind of so funny, everything that how it's happened, because over the years, right, it went from this up to this, where for years people were saying, upgrade this, upgrade this. They upgraded to the silver, and then they eventually upgraded to this. Now, if they had just went with this in the first place, I don't think many people would have moaned and groaned for so long. But anyway, this is exactly the same belt as the silver pennies, obviously just done in gold, and it's amazing how much this gold pops out. pops out on the strap. Now, would it have popped out still on these? Possibly. I think the gold definitely would have popped out on the red. Not too sure about the blue, but as a whole, that is overall. I'm losing my words. Sorry. Overall, all four of these I'm calling the USO belts because those are the guys that have held these championship designs a lot more than anybody else. Now, I like it in silver and I like it in gold. And if I had a choice, I think I'd probably have to say this is my favourite, with the plates just being how they are. I think the gold really sets it off, and it's what, well, they're the world tag team champions, so gold for the world, right? So make it look like tag team champions. Now, I'm glad going forward they have done that with the recent version of the tag team championships. But anyway, I'm just rambling here and getting things off my chest about my likes and dislikes about tag team championship designs. But that's not what we're here for. Now, let's get into this a lot more and talk some replicas. Okay guys, so here is the in-depth review on the Copper 2010 Tag Team Championship. Now, this thing is absolutely stunning, design-wise, colour-wise. As I've said in previous videos, I wasn't a huge fan of it when it first came out. When it went off TV, it kind of grew on me. And the simple reason why I did buy this, and I wasn't going to buy it for years, but this, by pure pop luck, came up on eBay, and I jumped on it as soon as I found out that it was an adult one. But pure reason why I got it is because it is the last scratch logo tag team championship before we got all networked out. So, do I see myself getting the network logo versions? No, I don't, because the way I look at it is I don't need to get the copper network when I have these. But anyway, let's get into the main plate. Now, at the top, you have the scratch WWE logo, and that is very nicely etched in, where it's actually risen on the plate a little bit, so it's got a little 3D effect. Then you have the Roman Gladiator helmets, which were put onto these. Some people are still questioning the design even to this day, as why use two Roman Gladiators. But anyway, for the time, they looked okay. A little bit battle damage on them. These have got the 3D effect as well. And yes, they do look nice. The helmets are really nicely in-depth etching on them. Then you have World Wrestling Entertainment, and as soon as the network logos came in, this would be gone. So it would simply be WWE Tag Team Champions. Now, Champions is done in this block 3D design with the copper plate behind them. This has been risen as well, and that looks very nice too. The whole thing itself is done on this, as we've come to call it, the Roman penny. And the penny design is done all the way around the main plate. And it's etched in behind the helmets, behind the logo, and behind the behind the tag team's logo as well. The tag team name logo, I couldn't get the words out there, I do apologise. In fact, it doesn't, it stops. But I think maybe if this wasn't so solid, they could have actually, thinking back on it now, they actually could have cut some of this out and it would have shown the penny effect behind the name banner. Actually, that's the word. That's the words I was looking for. The tag team name banner. Yeah, definitely they could have done that. Could have done that with this, no problem. Okay, guys, on to the side plates now. Now you have the WWE scratch logo smacked in the middle of this massive Sunblast penny, and the design is very similar to the main plate, where it's just a smaller version of the penny. And then next to that you have the Roman Gladiator helmet and the penny behind there with just a solid background. And it is the same on the other side as well. You've got the logo, Sunblast effect in amongst this Roman penny, Gladiator helmet with a penny design and a solid background. And looking at it for over the years, you do see tag team now, because this could represent one superstar, this represents the other superstar, so there's the tag team. But even to this day, I feel they could have used something completely different to representing tag teams. But I suppose it's better than side plates that they've had of the past. But these would be incorporated down the road in other designs, as I will get to very, very soon. These are nice and thick. This pops out. Really nice under the light too. And on to the main event, which is the strap. Now the strap is just a basic strap with a Roman reef going all the way around the bars. Sorry, the side of the straps. Now the Roman reef, I'm going to assume, was meant to represent the classic shell shape border, which is most commonly for championship belts. This goes all the way around. Yes, the main strap itself has got a bit wear and tear on it, and it's well broken in now as well, so that's perfectly fine. The snaps on it are copper as well. They work with the colour of the plates. These snap, and they've got them on these snaps as well. Flip it over, we can see the back. So this is from 2010, authentic WWE flashes still there, and the strap on the back, despite its wear and tear, is still actually not too bad. This is way before the screws got covered over. Yes, it's a bit folded due to wear and tear, but otherwise it looks fine. I'm actually quite happy that now, with this being a 2010 belt, this is now 2025, so this is held up pretty well. But then again, that's because I look after my belts. So flip it back over. A gorgeous view that is. Absolutely lovely.
Okay guys, so here is the network logo from 2016 Tag Team Championships on the silver plates with the Raw and SmackDown straps respectively. They look absolutely amazing. When they upgraded the straps and the plates, what an upgrade it was. Some have turned around and said this is what it should have been from the start. Now, like the copper, their designs are so very similar but so different. As everybody knows from this one, it was originally copper with the network logo, and we had a black strap. And then come 2016, we had its little brother being born, where no thought really went into this. If in 2016, when they were redoing the brand split and they were introducing this could have been something completely different, but no, they just decided to be lazy and go with the exact same design, which is strange. But anyway, let's get into it. So you have the network logo at the top there. Then you have the Gladiator helmets at the bottom. Now, they kept the design of it being 3D on it, and it pops out. This is in-depth sketching on the network logo. It's 3D effect, but it's more stamped in. And then below all that, you have tag team champions, solid silver back in. No World Wrestling Entertainment anymore. Took that away. Personally, I think they should have kept it. Definitely should have kept it. Because this just looks like it's missing something. And they have kept the whole design of the penny as well, where it goes all the way around. And the background of the penny is kept as well. Like I've said about the other belt, if they had made this more hollow, they could have made this a 3D effect as well, and have the background coming through the C, H, the O. You know, I think it would have just added more to it. But they still look really nice. I love having the silver. They're absolutely stunning. Okay guys, so here's the side plates. Now you have, similar to the other belt, you have the logo smacked in the silver sun blast effect with the silver penny design in the background. It actually looks a lot nicer in the penny, in the silver. Then you have the Gladiator helmet again, with now a solid silver background, the Roman penny behind that, and they've incorporated the whole side plate design into the strap, which is very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And then if I bring out the blue one, just for kicks, you'll see that is the exact same on this side as well, where you have the network logo in the sunblast effect, and it looks amazing with the silver penny wrapped around there, again similar to the main plate. And then the Gladiator, the penny, and the silver background, that's all integrated with each other into the strap. It looks absolutely lovely. And now on to this part of the main event, where it is the strap. So you have the logo etched into the strap here, silver snaps, and that's on both belts. Obviously, with this being for SmackDown, this being for Raw. And then you have this etching all the way through the straps. And it gives it a nice little effect. And the Roman wreath is all the way through it. And have a flip it over. Flip both of them over, so you can see it's done in 2016. Both of them 2016. These were commissioned, and both have got the authentic WWE flashy, and these straps have held up pretty well themselves. As of next year, these will be 10 years old, these straps, so done very, very well. 2 seconds. And here is both of them together. Very, very nice. Okay guys, so here is the Usos 622 day strap signature. Sorry, the 622 Usos signature tag team championship replica in all its glory. It looks absolutely stunning with the gold. Really, really nice. It is the exact same as the previous three, with the network logo at the top, etched in, gladiator helmets, still having that 3D effect. Tag team champions now with this gold border behind it. Like I said, it would have been nice if they incorporated the penny into the background of this. I think it would have just gave it a little bit more of a 3D effect. And the Roman penny goes all the way around still. It is absolutely stunning in gold. Now, my personal favourite is having it in silver. And yes, I do love this as well. And a lot of people have said online too that this could have been the finished product, or should have been the finished product, that instead of copper, instead of silver, it should have been gold, because they were the world tag team champions. Very, very nice. And sorry if I'm repeating myself. I know you guys already know the script for this one. So the logo in the middle, the sunblast effect, all the way around with this penny. And then you have the gladiator helmet here, Roman penny, and a solid gold background this time, which looks very, very nice. And it's the same on the other side, the network logo with a sunblast effect in this penny. If this wants to focus, that would be lovely. Then the helmet again, Roman penny, solid background. Looks really, really nice. And I really need to clean these. I've not cleaned these for a while. I need to get on that. This looks really nice against the sun. Against the daylight, I should say. Okay, so here's the main event for this one. The Uso strap done in Bloodline colours, black snaps. This looks absolutely insane. Similar to the Roman signature belt. Instead of the etching, it actually just has a solid black covering here. And they have incorporated the side plates and the main plate in one set as well, which is really, really nice. Then you have the 622 day to represent how long they've had it for. Now, keep in mind that is when they have the SmackDown ones first, then they had the Raw ones. So overall, I think is how they did it, of combining all those days together. Black snaps on this side too, and then the Roman wreath is in amongst this, and I actually like how it's all camouflaged, and it has little stars, points here, and on the other side too. But I like, because of the Bloodline colours, or tribal design, sorry, how the Roman wreath integrates to the rest of the belt. And then on the back of the strap, We the Ones, the 622 day record breaking reign with the Usos as tag team champions. Now on this side, they flipped the colours where you have black and grey and you have red here, and it looks absolutely amazing. So this is from 2023. This was released, and I have number 580 of the 622 that were made. Authentic WWE flashy, and yes, I was one of those people that purchased this right away because I like the look of the belt, and obviously being over here in the UK, it's one of the 580 folk that got it. So it's really nice having this. Now, if I can try and do something quite special here, give me 2 seconds. Now here is all 4 of them in the same shot. Absolutely lovely. And I think this is the first time I've done this where all 4 of them were in the same shot like this. I have done a previous photo where I have the 4 of them on my rug, done in order, but this looks really nice like this. Absolutely amazing. So guys, thank you so very much for watching this little review of the Uso collection in my Dudley Boys collection of the tag team replicas. Hope you guys have enjoyed it with this part 3. Please keep an eye out for part 4 down the road. That will consume of my NXT, WCW and ECW tag team championships respectively. But if you want to talk tag team championship belt designs, please pop in the comments down below and let me know your favourite designs of tag team championship replicas. Are they from the WWF, WWE? Are they from WCW? Are they from ECW? Because there was many different designs in WCW and ECW respectively. Are you a fan of NWA tag teams, tag team championships? TNA Impact? Are you a fan of the W tag team championships? Please, by all means, comment below and let me know. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and do all that you need
and do everything that needs to happen to get my voice out there. Just a Scottish teddy bear try and make his way in this format. So thanks very much again, and you guys take care of yourselves, and as I always say going forward, dreams be the journey. Bye.